Fake it till you make it.
Welcome to the commute. Shoot. Yeah.
That was unexpected.
Wrestling and shit. John Paul and this is...
Megan. You're actually making it worse.
Am I making it worse?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. There's a dog in the car, by the way.
Yeah.
That's Bean.
We are taking Bean, who is our dog, to the dog park today.
What's up, Bean?
And today is Saturday. We usually take him on Saturdays if the weather is nice.
What's the date?
29th?
The 29th of
Yes.
September 2018. 2018.
I'm going to put it in the title so they'll know.
Okay.
It's okay. So, on Friday night, we finally got around to watching Tuesday's Smackdown.
Smackdown.
And I convinced Paul that he should take notes.
In the dark.
Yeah, so in the dark, he scribbled
A lot of
tiny, you can't see, but
don't put up my tiny notes.
you can see it anyway.
It's embarrassing.
So I have to try and decode his
I'll tell you where to start though.
cryptic messages. Well, I'm
Yeah,
guessing
it's cryptic.
you're starting at the beginning of the show.
Yes, The Miz opens up. All right, look. The Miz is entertaining to me to a point. Sometimes he's a little overboard. I don't watch his show. I don't watch this other stuff.
Mr. and Ms.
Mr. and Ms.
No.
It doesn't seem entertaining to me at all.
No, it's not. It's Miss.
Mr.
Mrs. and Ms.
Mrs. and Ms. Mr.
Because
and Ms.
she's not a
Because
mister.
he's the Mister.
And he's the
Right.
Ms.
Is that jiggling?
Yes. That's why I wanted to try and prop it up with the monkey.
Prop it.
It's just the monkey's too fat.
What's up, Bean? How you doing? How you doing, Bean?
Trying to prop. But you can see the monkey now. Yes, finally a use for that thing. Stay on the road.
Yeah, I have to stay on this.
You do.
Is it jiggling?
I don't know. We'll find out later.
How you doing? All right.
So,
Explain to the people how old Bean is.
not quite a year. He's going to
Not
be
quite.
a year old. Excuse me. Oh, it's the
Bless
sun. I haven't seen it in so long. Bean is our dog. We got him in February. And he is going to be a year old in November, beginning of November. I'll try to get above the sun so that people can see me. Okay, so we actually watched Smackdown, and according to your notes, you can't do that.
Why?
It's already too loud.
But Bean,
Well, we can't.
we can.
So, according to your cryptic notes,
Cryptic notes. Yeah,
Miz-
but I already have the Miz down.
Ms. TV equals R-Truth equals no comment.
We'll see if I go by that, then I don't have a comment.
Smackdown Live
Okay.
started out with the Miz TV, but then instead of the Miz showing up, it was R-Truth.
R-Truth.
And he was accompanied by
Carmella?
Carmella with new hair.
Yeah.
And she had nice boots because Carmella is money. And then you get the Miz's music, and he came out all mad because R-Truth had taken his show. And R-Truth said, well, I beat you in a match, and you didn't have a belt to take, so I'm taking your show. So Miz cried about it and went to talk to Paige and tried to get Paige to kick R-Truth off his show.
And that's when Paige should have danced.
Right.
And they blew it.
First, Paul wanted Daniel Bryan to dance.
Paige
he
does
didn't.
nothing for me, by the way. I think she's
And then he
boring.
wanted
Sorry.
Paige to dance, but she didn't. No one was going to dance with you. If only Paige had danced.
Yeah.
The Miz was told by Paige.
Son.
The Miz was told by Paige. I wonder if I can fix it.
What's up, Bean?
Yeah, I fixed it. It's a little dark, but.
Okay.
So the Miz comes back out and he challenges R-Truth to a match. Winner takes the show. Is that how it happened? I think that's how it
I
happened.
mean, the opening of SmackDown initially sucked.
Right.
Sorry, but
So,
it's so long, drawn out, and boring.
mhm.
Get rid of Miz TV, please. Focus on some wrestling. They did wrestle eventually,
Oh, yeah.
and it just was not any good. I mean, the Miz beat him. Yay.
Yay, the Miz.
Miz gets to come out and waste the next half hour of SmackDown
Right.
talking about how he beat R-Truth last week.
So, the next match was Becky Lynch.
I don't think it was Becky Lynch. What do my notes say?
Becky Lynch.
She beat up Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair
Oh,
was
yeah,
posing,
yeah.
doing the teeth and everything
Well,
because
it's
she
not
does
Becky
have.
beats Flair. Okay, oh yeah, I remember that now.
She beats her up in the back
Yeah,
and
Charlotte-
stands on her and says, "Take a picture of the champ." That was
Yeah,
awesome.
Charlotte's in the back and she's doing a photo shoot. And Becky Lynch comes back and
Just beats her up.
Beats her up.
I liked it.
Everyone is stealing everything from everybody.
Yeah.
It's not.
So much for friendship.
You think people could be friends even
No.
if they were like?
I don't think they should.
You're
be
both
friends.
in the wrestling business. You know someone has to beat someone eventually. You can still be friends. It's okay. Why can't everyone just be friends?
Because that's no fun.
Why can't we all just get along, Paul?
No, not in wrestling.
Not in wrestling. The New Day.
Oh, God. Do I have to talk about the New Day?
They were next. It's the Pancake Unicorns.
Cannot get behind New Day. Never could get behind New Day. They're too flashy for me. It's just not my thing.
I think they're
A
funny.
lot of comedy.
They have their own breakfast cereal.
They throw pancakes at people.
I would like one.
They sniff pancakes like smelling salts, and I just not my thing. I have to get beyond this guy. He is killing me.
Here we go.
Bye-bye. I'm winning the race right now.
There's no race.
I'm winning it. Yeah, Sheamus.
Sheamus
I
versus
think it was Big E.
It was Big
Sheamus
E.
and Big E.
Yeah.
Oh, Big E lost. Big E
Yeah.
got beat.
Sheamus pinned Big E.
Okay, so that was all right. Why can't you just have your tag team champion go back and forth to each show? That should be the perk of being the tag team champion. You get to now fight on SmackDown and Raw. Just have one. Truthfully, get rid of the Universal title as well, because that's watered down. That's horrible. Nobody wants Roman Reigns to be champion anyway. Get rid of it. Somebody like AJ Styles goes back and forth to Raw and SmackDown. Just get rid of it.
They shouldn't have a roster for each show. It should just be 2 nights of WWE wrestling,
Right.
and then it's
Then you
random.
can have a women's division, a
Yeah.
tag team women's
And then
division.
it can just be random whoever's on the show that night. And then everybody can fight everybody.
AJ fights Samoa Joe again in the next pay-per-view for the third time? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They gotta have it out, Paul.
Yeah.
He insulted his woman. And
I did
his
like when he
child.
knocked on the door.
Rusev Day sucks.
Rusev Day does suck. See, now you're going to think that I'm just like this bitter person who just doesn't like anything about wrestling, but
It's like you don't.
I don't. People love Rusev Day. They love to chant about Rusev Day, but
Oh, it's
He's
because
boring.
he's popular. Everyone likes him.
I think everybody maybe they do like him. I don't know. I think clearly everybody likes Lana. She hasn't impressed me yet.
Lana is the best. Lana number one.
Right. You get a bunch of sheep to clap, and yeah, they like that. Now I like Aiden English.
Yes.
Now see, I'm on that side. It's like
I
I'm
do.
glad he turned on him. I'm glad he beat him.
Well,
Beat him up, not beat him, but just beat him up. Caused him to lose. That was great. Caused him to lose. Shinsuke beats him. That was great.
yes.
I like the vaudevillains.
Yes. NXT Vaudevillains with Aiden English. He just looks like that's what he should be.
Yes, Aiden English is cool. What are they going to give him? Maybe the U.S. title, which again, is one more saturated belt, watered down belt that saturates the entire division. How about that? He could fight for the Intercontinental belt. Aiden English would be a good Intercontinental champion, I think, because everybody hates him.
Why are they hating?
Well, because he turned on Rusev Day.
Yeah. Oh, and
And the segment was good because Aiden was right. The only reason anybody really cared about Rusev Day is because Aiden English came out and hyped it up all the time. He was a good hype man for an otherwise very
Rusev
boring,
Day.
non-able to sell himself wrestler.
Yeah.
So, there.
And what
Sorry,
happened in
Rusev,
Milwaukee?
but I think you're boring. Who knows? He has
Who
videotaped
knows?
proof, and
That
we
something happened
hope
in
something
Milwaukee.
more exciting than what's happening now happened. How about that?
But Corey Graves rocks.
Corey Graves does rock. Corey Graves is like the new age Bobby the Brain Heenan. Everything that guy does is gold.
I do like Corey Graves.
Corey Graves is the shit.
I liked Corey Graves and Booker T.
I did. I mean, at first it's like, well, Booker is Booker.
Yeah.
But boy, they played off each other well.
Yeah, he needs a new friend.
He is Bobby the Brain Heenan. See, he needs a good Gorilla Monsoon. Great combination there. But
What's a Gorilla Monsoon?
now, see, she doesn't know who Gorilla Monsoon is because she just.
I've been watching wrestling for less than a year.
Gorilla Monsoon is he's the guy who he's the one who coined the phrase Hulkamania is born. He started Hulk. I mean, he's just a great announcer. Passed away. Bobby Heenan's dead too, but what can you do? People die.
Thanks for bringing me down, Paul.
Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Perhaps one of the two of the very best announcers. The other team being JR and Jerry the King Lawler.
I know them.
God, he's broken in half. Good God Almighty! Oh, I love JR. He was awesome. So Vince was a great one. Sorry.
Last year's Mae Young Classic.
JR did it, but I don't think Jerry Lawler did it. Did Jerry Lawler do the Mae Young Classic?
I know they had special guests for.
Now, Jerry Lawler every once in a while comes back to do the kickoff show.
Oh, that might be where I saw him. So the next match looks to have been Naomi and Asuka.
Is that what I wrote? Because they didn't.
Yes, it was a tag match.
No, it wasn't a tag match.
Yes, it was. No, because they were friends. Because Asuka was doing Naomi's hair. You wrote Naomi and Asuka, Iconics.
Right.
Miss Asuka, Mandy and Sonia. So it was like it was last night, and we can't even remember what happened. Because remember, Mandy rose because Corey Graves loves her. It's got that little dream blurriness around it, and Corey Graves goes, "Shh."
He needs to have his moment. Yeah, it gets that weird. Tom.
Something happened.
I know the Iconics was sitting ringside. I just don't know if it was a singles match or a tag match.
I think it was tag. I think it was Mandy.
I don't think it was.
And Sonia versus Asuka and.
Okay, well, we can't remember.
Naomi.
So
Somebody won. I think it was Asuka.
Okay.
Shinsuke. Which you spelled Shinsuka.
Did I spell his name wrong? I can't spell Shinsuke. I don't know how the hell to spell his name.
Shinsuke versus Ty Dillinger.
Oh,
which you called Tia Dillinger. And you apparently
the 10 guy.
were not impressed with Shinsuke's performance. You say he's become very watered down.
He has. There's something about him that's just not. I mean, in NXT, Shinsuke was like everybody pretty much in NXT is better.
Yes.
And they call him up.
And then they're just
now they become a slave to the story and the script.
My favorite character ever is going away because they've been called up.
I mean, it does focus a little more on the wrestling in NXT.
I do like NXT.
The story is there, and that's fine. It does have the basic story, like the good old days. And, you know, you get called up, and now you've got to play Vince's game. I just miss what Shinsuke was as opposed to what he is.
It was the whole thing with AJ. They fought, 5 times? And it was all the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, I'm going to grab your nuts again.
Yeah.
That was just... That was WrestleMania, wasn't it? The dream match.
The dream match.
Booked it as the dream match. And it just wasn't.
I hate it when the end of the match, it doesn't happen. And there's no...
You got to get used to that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I remember Randy Orton coming out. That made me happy because I'm still a big Randy Orton fan. And I think Randy Orton should just be given another title.
Isn't that what
because he's awesome.
Like, Dean jumped up or something, and then I looked up and Randy Orton was there, and I asked you, like...
He just shows up. It's
did
awesome.
I blink? Because Randy Orton wasn't part of this match. Orton DDT's Dillinger on the floor.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty sweet because I said, yes, do it. And
his favorite wrestling move is a DDT.
The DDT is still the best. Yeah, you get him, Bean.
He's growling at a small child who's walking by.
Eat the chillins.
On the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Yes, DDT, still my favorite wrestling move. And when you do it to somebody on the floor, even better.
Yes, you wrote rocks.
Yes, from the ring apron.
And then Shinsuke kills Ty.
Oh, yes, and then Shinsuke gives him the, what do they call it? I can't remember his move.
Kinshasa?
The Kinshasa, right after he gets DDT'd. So, done. I think Ty Dillinger died at that moment.
Yeah.
I think he just turned over and died.
Perfect 10 pisses me off.
Oh, that's how I just remember. That's what Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Perfect 10 just pisses me off. I just got a kick out of that quote.
Becky Lynch.
Becky fought... she
Lana.
fought Lana. I mean, Lana just isn't a good wrestler.
Lana is the best.
She was okay.
Lana number 1.
Yeah.
Lana is the best. Lana number 1.
Yeah, but she's not good. So. But she's really not number 1, and she's really far from the best. And boy, she has a long way to go. But... it is what it is. I don't like the disarm her.
No, you said that you don't
I
like
don't like the disarm
the
her.
submission.
I don't like the submission hold. I don't like submission holds unless I don't know. I'm not big on the submission, I suppose.
The Oscar lock.
I never liked the Oscar lock.
You just don't like anything.
No, I don't like the submission holds. I'm not a big submission. Like, oh, okay. So, the old-fashioned small package.
Yes.
I love that move.
So
Out of
don't see it
nowhere, the
coming.
small package. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you lost.
Aww.
That's awesome. I mean, I like those. I mean, submissions are cool, but I mean, I'd rather see a good old-fashioned stone cold stunner or a rock bottom or something like that, or even Hogan's leg drop. I mean, I'd rather see that.
My favorite, which never ever
Then
wins,
just-
is the Blue Thunder Bomb.
I love the Blue Thunder Bomb.
It won once. We saw it win once.
There used to be like one finisher
Back in the day.
back in the day, and now, for some reason, you have to do 15 different types of finishing moves, and you go, what? I mean, he should have lost, 14 moves ago. I just wish they could get back to, the finishing move is the finishing move, not the finishing move is not effective right now, so we're going to try another one, and that didn't work either. Oh my God, one more move.
You gotta power them up, those finishing moves.
God,
They don't work if you don't power them up.
Good old Hulk Hogan.
It's like in a video game. You gotta power them up.
And I like the spear and the jackhammer. That was pretty sweet.
You don't like the spear.
I liked Goldberg's spear because nobody else was doing it at the time. It's like, the spear, he speared him out of his boots. That was a great match with him and Raven. That was cool for the U.S. belt.
But you don't like it when anyone else uses the spear.
I don't mind it. I just, everybody uses the spear. I don't like Roman Reigns.
Well, with the one when he punches the ground, and then the
Hoorah.
it's powered up now, and it's gonna be twice as effective.
Yeah.
Like a video game.
I go back and forth with somebody like Seth Rollins. He's a great reformer.
I like Seth. Monday Night Rollins.
Monday Night Rollins. He's cool. I mean, he can wrestle. I'll give him that. But one thing that when he does use, it never works as a pin. He does the top rope suplex, boom, on his back, and then picks him up again, like deadlifts him, turns around into it's almost like a thunder bomb. Can't remember what it's called. I should know it. But it just never works for him. I don't understand why.
Because he's got the stomp.
So the stomp is more effective than 2 solid wrestling moves. I don't know if I buy that.
If you get stomped, I bet you'll find it effective.
Yeah, but since it's really not a stomp, it just doesn't look all that effective to me.
Lana is the best. Lana number 1.
So, all in all,
How would you grade Smackdown?
it was alright. I mean, I'd give it like a B-. I can't stomach the whole Miz TV thing. I don't like those segments where it takes away from the actual wrestling.
Go straight.
Go straight.
Yeah. We might not be able to use anything coming up because this is the Shaky Bumpy Road.
Shaky Bumpy Road.
Shaky Bumpy Road.
Hi,
Yes.
How you doing, B?
We're gonna be at the dog park soon.
He gets so excited because he knows he's going to the dog park.
When he sees the dog park, he freaks out.
Uh,
One time he even peed in the car. He was so
He
excited.
did pee and jumped out the window.
And then he jumped out the window. But he waited until we came to a complete stop before he jumped out because he's smart. So he used to watch wrestling back in the day.
Back in the day.
And then he took a break from it for a few years. So he talked me into giving it a try because I've never watched it before. So last November, we subscribed to the WWE Network.
And right in the middle of Survivor Series, it's like, oh my God, Survivor Series is on tonight. I miss watching that. Just right in the middle of it. I used to talk in the news groups. Remember when they were news groups back in the day?
Back in the day.
Back in the Attitude Era?
Paul is just living back in the day.
Back in the day.
And he's always upset when it's not like it was back in the
It
day.
has to be. And I actually had my own page. If anybody, I can't imagine one person who was going to watch this who remembers it, but I used to have a page on Web TV. Do you remember Web TV? And I called it Wrestling the Way It Is and the Way It Should Be. The forums, news groups, we called them news groups back then. We did. Back in the day. Used to watch over at my grandma's house. She used to watch wrestling, yelling at the TV.
That's apparently what they used to call it back in the day.
Wrestling. That's what my grandmother called it, the wrestlers. The junkyard dog. And all those guys. That was a hoot. I've been watching wrestling for quite some time. God.
I've been watching it for 10 months.
Right. Right now, who is your favorite wrestler? Who do you like to see the most?
Elias.
So based on the gimmick, I assume, because the guy doesn't wrestle much.
I know. But when he does, he might win.
Yeah, I do
and
like
his
that.
guitar playing has improved. I think you want to be in the other lane at some point.
Really?
Yep.
No. Do they have a Chipotle? You mentioned Chipotle. Is it up around this area?
I know.
would love to get some Chipotle.
I know there's a Chick-fil-A. It's right there.
But that's not Chipotle.
It's not.
So in answer to my question...
I don't know.
Okay.
But you should change lanes.
Well, look, I can't really do that.
Right there.
I'll just throw right here.
That was smooth.
Who is your favorite female wrestler right now?
Well, I've always liked Asuka.
Asuka's a very legit choice. I don't know who I'd pick. My favorite wrestler right now. Who do I really enjoy watching? I would say for the women's, I'd probably go with Sasha Banks. She's got the attitude. I like the swagger.
Yeah.
You know, I like the fact that Brock Lesnar was champion forever. I like Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's the shit.
Well,
And to me, anything Paul Heyman does is gold. I could listen to him talk all night long.
so because you like Paul Heyman, you think
It helped me like Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar is the best wrestler that they have?
I didn't say the best wrestler they have. The best wrestler that they have is a difference. My favorite. I mean, I enjoyed the whole Brock Lesnar scenario. I'd rather see Brock Lesnar with the Universal belt back than Roman Reigns with it now. What the fuck? I wish the camera could have picked that up. The guy had a wolf mask on.
I didn't see
on
it.
his bike. He's just like a Halloween wolf mask. This should tell you something. The match I'm looking forward to the most at the next pay-per-view, at the showdown thing, of all the wrestlers that they have, right? Of all the new faces and everything, the match I'm looking forward to the most is Triple H and The Undertaker.
Well, that's why they're doing it.
Because it's a good nostalgic thing.
He just wishes it was still back in the day.
I do. I wish I could just keep watching back in the day wrestling.
Yes, we're almost at the dog park, and he recognizes where we are.
Yeah, he's starting to sniff the dog's butts in the air.
He smells the butts.
Yeah, you can smell that butt.
Gonna take names and sniff butts.
Oh, watch this dog freak out.
He has been freaking out.
But it gets worse as we get closer.
Well, we're on the road.
And then once we stop and he sees that all of his dreams are coming true.
He might try to jump out the window again.
Oh, I think he just got it.
Where are we, babe? He almost shut his head in. Do you see the dogs? Where are we, babe?
Wow. Oh, yes.
There's a lot going on today.
Yes. He's so desperately
Yes, it's
wants
happening.
to play with other dogs.
It's happening.
Hi, Bean.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll see. Maybe we'll record something in the park.
Maybe we will, but
Yeah.
and that was our show. We'll get better at this.
Yes.
Bye.
Pretty close. He's never ready to go. No, she's usually ready to go.
Hi, who are you? Hi.
I like your dad.